15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase.
The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They run straight ahead here with White.
And he'll get it inside the 35. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Mayfield. And he is caught. That's a strong running. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. From the red zone now, Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Now back to the ground game with White.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They stay on the ground with White. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. White fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends.
White is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
This kick is indeed good.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick of the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fielded at the 43. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
First down, here's White. Down to about the 45. You look at this Packers defense.
In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On 3rd down, Mayfield.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Brought down at the 20. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Mayfield to throw it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Running out of the gun with White. Powerful running. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drive 7 plays in length.
And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Packers at 5-8, 3 games under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's Ryan to throw.
That's to Kraft, the tight end.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. To throw again is Ryan.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So here now the rookie 6th-rounder, Anders Carlson, for the Packer field goal.
This from 25 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point in the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Well, Rachaad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable. And really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Lucas Van Ness in there on the tackle. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Play fake. Mayfield. And this is caught by Evans. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
This offense so far on 3rd down,
They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
He's a gain of 6. And the Buccaneers 1st down.
Here's Mayfield.
He's got Otten on the out route.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the Packers 45.
Mayfield on play action.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. At the 35.
They'll run wide side with Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. On 3rd down, Ryan. Hard throw, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is White on the screen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
At the 34-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he thought every other ball would come his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
Finding Otten once more.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Mayfield now from the 50. This is caught by Evans. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Trey Palmer, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30.
And out of bounds at the 1-yard line. What a return. He did everything but take it to the house. Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Touchdown, Packers! Jaden Reed in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach? I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, and it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. Elijah Moore, a touchdown reception. We'll stay in the AFC South as we head one state over to check on the Indianapolis Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. George Pickens, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Tim Patrick, a touchdown catch in the victory. It was a solid first half for the running back, Rachaad White. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Ryan.
To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On second down, it's Jones.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Ryan.
Got his man, it's Bo Melton.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He finds his man complete. It's Pearson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
To throw is Ryan. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Mayfield now.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
2nd and 10. to Edmonds on the toss.
And he stopped immediately there.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Forced out to his left. The 20. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a hole. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now a give up the middle. This is White.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Vaughn. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Again, it'll be Vaughn.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Mayfield.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chase Edmonds from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at Lambeau. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On first down, Ryan.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
And even 50 yards.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the middle, Jones. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here's Ryan to throw.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Play action. It's Ryan.
That is caught.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan.
And that went to the right side and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
The offense on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Ryan.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at their own 11. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Complete to Mike Evans. Again, 11 on the play. And the Buccaneers.
They'll go up the middle with White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Mayfield.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Eric Stokes on the coverage.
Throwing, Mayfield.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's taken on the 25. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Ryan.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
Now Ryan. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
At the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Buccaneers.
They go play action. Mayfield rolling to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
At the Packers' 19-yard line.
White running to the left. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And we'll pause here for an injury. I believe that's the running back. Yeah, that's Rashad White who's shaken up. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Play fake. Mayfield.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Edmonds is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll look to run with Vaughn.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Mayfield to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
So that not just important to the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And his throw is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, Ryan.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Ryan.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Doubs.
46 yards.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game.